very fast things, and today we'll discuss about those things very quickly. Okay, so um, before starting the class, actually let me share the screen. I am not feeling good. Okay, after hearing these things, this is really painful. I just because I was taking the preparation, and during that time I just got the news, and because of that everything become, because I'm feeling bad. So I told my wife that it's really pathetic. So please take care, na? Take care of yourself, and put full like because we came from Allah. You have to belongs to Him. So keep full faith on Him and follow the guidelines of Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, our Prophet. Okay, so this is the things that we can do during this time. So I believe that I have started recording. I believe that I have started recording. Okay, so I have
Sir,
sorry, yeah.
Sir, sorry for the interruption, sir. Before starting the class, sir, did you give us the slide of the last slide, the data communication slide? I think you have updated it up to the midterm syllabus.
Yeah, because,
Since we are doing our assignment, sir, it would be helpful for us that if you upload that slide, sir, because
because
we are also following your lecture, sir.
okay, so why I didn't put the slide, because the assignment is connected with the book chapter. Okay, so totally the book chapter is otherwise you will be confused with the slide. So the assignment is totally depend upon the book chapter of the specific books. Okay, so and the questions are a little bit related to the some of the chapters. Okay, so I believe that even I didn't give the full book as well. I have not like uploaded only chapter 1 or chapter 2, or maybe the no, for second book I have to give, because there are 2 chapters I give, because every book is very long, around 900 pages. So I can upload the slides. Okay, so it's easily I can do all the things, but I have uploaded all the videos. Okay,
Yes,
so
sir.
if you have any question, so all the videos are there, and you can go along with that. Okay, so and if you need, I because I today I'll do, I'll go through the another like topic and another slide, and other slides are already finished, but let me finish today's class, then you can get that what I am planning. Okay, so the slide uploading other thing, because I am preparing for other slide as well, and during this time I actually preparing for many slides from those books. Okay, but eventually I was distracted because of the news. Okay, so okay, question kushila abran na? Okay, Ashraf,
Yes, sir.
so you got the point, no? So after the class maybe
Yes,
I'll
sir.
discuss. Okay, so boys, whatever I want to show, that still I gave the deadline till day after tomorrow. Okay, so still I have seen what happened. Okay, so still I have seen that only 2 or 3 or 4 people have submitted, but others are not. Okay, so please check, and some of you are missing some of the like feedback and other things. Okay, so I'll give you the time that, or I'll give you the option that if you can even upload now in a late with some particular like calls, that's what I was this I'll accept those. Okay, because this feedback is regarded to me as what to me as a attendance as well. Okay, because I am taking the attendance from there. So please if you check those, if you have not attend, if you watch the video and then give the things like feedback to I couldn't talk, I don't know. Okay, so that time I'll consider those things. Okay, but you have to write down some specific cause. Okay, in the private comment during the submission, not in the feedback form. Okay, so during the submission, you will get the private comment. Some of you already submitted some private comment, something like that. Assalamu alaikum sir, I was a bit late, okay, because of that. So please do those things, and so that those who have missing, I can take their feedback as well, okay. And today's um, homework is due tomorrow, okay, so please give the things over there, and day after tomorrow maybe I'll discuss about the answer, okay, or maybe I'll give you the answer, something like that, because this is the case. And after day after tomorrow, I told you before that yeah, I'll give you another writing things from the internet, one short note for the routing protocol. I didn't give all the things together, so the routing protocol will be given maybe Thursday, okay. So for another 1 week, and it will be completed, because it will not be that much tough. You have to just read it from the internet and make your own document, like the way you did it before the first assignment, and that will be like a short note assignment. But for homework, please do it by tomorrow, so that we can discuss day after tomorrow. We'll discuss the solution, or I'll give you the solution if the time not permit. So please try at least know all the things, all the problems. Even if you cannot do, leave it like that way, okay. So this is the homework. So don't try to discuss, or don't try to copy paste from other person, and don't try to discuss, okay. So you just be yourself. I will give you the solution, so believe me, I'll give you the solution, all the solution. Those things are like a homework, and maybe I'll ask you to in the exam as well, some of the question from there, okay. So please be yourself, don't copy from others, don't ask to others, leave like do whatever you can, and we'll discuss the solution, or otherwise I'll give you the solution, all the solutions. So this is the case. I believe that you understand, so don't copy paste, okay. So don't just be with me. So this is the case, that those who have missing, please submit your things. So today actually I have given the feedback, please follow the feedback. And today actually I'll discuss about what you want to do after reading the network, okay. So what you actually do after reading the network, so that one actually I want to discuss. And this slide, or the part of the slides, will be discussed even after the next semester, okay. Next semester 4651 data communication and networking 2. So I don't know that all of you will take the data communication or networking 2 or not. So those who are will not take, I don't know, I hope that everybody will take it. It will be like a continuation. But those who will not take, please follow this last 2 or 3 lecture. I'll show you whatever lesson you have learned, where you will actually apply those things. So this is actually, I told you before that we have to know the application of our topic, so that we can apply day-to-day life, and whenever you will be in the job sector. So how the protocols, how the layers, how the network, how all the things are will be needed. So I discussed many things during the class, but I'll show you how the books are talking this way, okay. So this Internet of Things, I'll discuss these things even after the wireless communication part in the next semester as well, okay. So this is the case. So let me start. Maybe I'll take around 6:26, 6:25, okay. So because I'll go very quickly, okay. So how many of you know the term Internet of Things? So please, how many of you know the terms of Internet of Things? Raise your hand, or if you don't know, then write down no comment, okay. So if you know this term, please click that I know, okay. So that I know that how many of you go with that. Raise your hand, please. I give one poll. Can you go there? So it will be easier for me to count. This is 50-50, okay. So around 50-50, like most of you are don't know, I believe. So no need to search the internet, but just go with me, because in the internet you will get the definition. Definitions are there, but we want to learn. Okay, so what is the things? Because whenever you go for the job, I believe that you will get the job in this sector. I believe, okay, because all the devices will be under this category. Okay, so this is the future thing. I believe that already 47 student already give the answer, and this is that most of you are no comment. That means you don't know. Okay, so Internet of Things. So why the term internet was there? Okay, so why that means the traditional internet was there after 2010, around after 2010. I can say that after 2007 everybody was thinking about the different, okay, different internet. Okay, so after 2007, because after 2007 iPhone was there. Okay, so iPhone is nothing but a one kind of computer. So whenever the computer is around, because previously it was computer like personal computer, it should be in the home. Okay, but whenever the mobile become computer and device is in your hand and movable, okay, so that time something else. So the researcher and the consumer and other parties, they are thinking about something else, that the internet, the definition of the internet should be modified. Okay, so previously whatever the internet was there after 2010, actually they said that previous internet is for internet for human being. Okay, internet for human being. Why? Because the internet should know each other. Okay, so I know all of you. Whenever Ashraf wants to talk to me, I know, because Ashraf address was there. Okay, so he entered the Zoom with his own unique like IP address and other things. So I know Ashraf is talking. So I know who give the poll. Okay, all the 53%, I know all of their names and other things. Okay, so in the internet of human being, actually what happened, that every human being's names are there. So even if I use my mobile phone to log into the Zoom, actually device will not be logged in, rather than Habib will be logged in. Okay, so whatever internet is there, actually those are the internet for human being. Okay, so after 2000 like 10 and these ages, okay, this era after 2010, then 12, 14, 16, I'm just counting the even numbers. Afterwards, they know that even the device can talk each other. So if the device can talk each other, definitely there should be another internet for the devices, because we give the intelligence to the devices. We can take the data from the devices. We calculate the compute the devices data automatically and give the artificial intelligence and other kind of things. So there must be another network only for the devices. So afterwards, they are talking about the definition, that internet for the human being. Should I say internet for the human being? They said that no need to say internet for the human being. Normal internet is for the human being. Okay, now, or normal internet is for everyone. So it's already belongs to human being. Now for other internet, we'll call this one as internet for devices, internet for sensors, internet for appliances, internet for because sometime in the I know that from Japan, that in the Panasonic, they call the appliances have two kind of appliances. One is home appliances is white color, because you know that washing machine, then freeze and other things are, then AC are white color. So those are like consumable like appliances. Another one is electronic appliances. Those are like a black color. It's a television, then speaker and other things. Okay, so electronics are two kind of things. So I can say that those things are there. So afterwards, the people that researchers thought that should I think like give the different internet, rather than we can say that these devices, sensor, computer, all of them are nothing but things like human beings, and human beings has life. And if you don't have life, you can think about things. Okay, so afterwards they are thinking that Internet of Things means all kind of devices, okay? Internet of Things means the link between any devices. So device can communicate each other. So this is actually the main what the typical broad line or bird eye view definition that what is Internet of Things. That means the human being have social interaction, Facebook. In future, the device will have Facebook. They can talk each other, okay? So this is actually the Internet of Things. So now tell me that what is the main difference of the Internet of Things? Because I'll go to the definition, okay? In the definition you have to write. But before that, I am just asking that, can anyone tell me that what is the main difference between home automation and Internet of Things of home? There are huge difference. Can anyone tell those who are working with the robotics? Maybe you know these two terms: home automation and Internet of Things, or Internet of Things of home. Can anyone tell? Anyone? Just make mistake. Just tell. Because most of you are doing robotics, and sometime with the Arduino, Raspberry Pi, you said that I made all the things automated. Is the automation Internet of Things?
No, sir. There is
No,
a
sir.
bit of difference between them.
Okay, can you two say something? What is the main?
Sir, home automation actually, as far as I know, it means that suppose you can control every appliances with your phone and in your smartphone, but Internet of Thing is something different. Like in your fridge, you have 12 eggs. But
Ashram,
when
I
you are
know that you have already make the the definition is ambiguous. Okay, I got
okay,
it.
sir.
It's another one, Mehdi, and other things. I'll tell that what is the main difference. Okay, so or somebody said that somebody want to say, yeah, just say. Try to make mistake. Mahadi.
As far as I know,
Yeah.
Internet of Things is probably the appliances which we is somehow connected to internet, and we control it through our network devices, such as we may control them over the Wi-Fi or over the
Okay,
can I
so
say, over our router.
definitely internet means it should be Wi-Fi or other
Through
things.
internet.
But
Yes.
what is the main difference? Like your Arduino project and Internet of Things of Arduino project. Automation of Arduino project and Internet of Things of Arduino project. What should be the difference from the network perspective? You know how internet work.
Sir, the devices can interact with each other and take some decisions.
In your home automation, the devices can interact each other. Something like that. That in your home, you put a motion sensor with your light. Okay. So if the light is on, that time the AC will sense the light and AC will be on. Something like that. So within your home, it can communicate. That it can sense all the sensor node and sense is working. Anybody want to try the definition? Definition is very straightforward, because if you know the definition of internet and TCP/IP and other things, then the main differences are there. So, because in my home, in my stair, like lobby, not lobby, stair, like a stair area, and then the facility area, over there we have some light and we put the sensor light. Okay, those are like whenever somebody is there, it's on. Whenever nobody is there, it's off. Okay, so automation is going, intelligence are there. Okay, so if there is something, you'll on and off, but that is not Internet of Things.
Okay. Yes, sir.
Okay, so can you give anyone? Can you try? Anyone? Sakib, Rakib, Trina?
Is it like the tracking of the number of people that is walking past that automated light?
No.
What I can say, sir, there are,
from internet.
I think,
So
sir,
Yeah.
There are specific model of air conditioners. I think
No.
they.
Sir, can it have something to do with cars communicating with each other to travel in the road more smoothly? Not.
Yeah, so everybody
So-
like you got your car nowadays. Your car even in Bangladesh there are some Tesla car and other car. I saw some Range Rover. They have the sensor, but they are not
So I think for home automation, the network is within the home actually.
okay.
We don't need to connect the internet with the home network.
Okay.
If the device can interconnect with each other, it's a personal network. So it's not connected to the whole world. So it can also accomplish what we want from the
Okay. So
home
okay.
automation.
I am just
And
stopping.
for
Okay, so I'm just stopping. That means you are talking about home network, okay, within your home network. Like even in your home automation, you can control everything by your mobile phone, okay? But you cannot control everything through your, like if it is not IoT, outside of the home, you cannot, okay? So to control all the appliances outside of the world, what actually you need?
I need
Sakib.
to connect to through the internet.
Internet.
If you want to connect with the internet,
Yes.
what protocols you have to follow? This is
Internet
So
protocol,
all the
sir.
protocols,
TCP,
IP
IP, and all.
protocols.
okay. So in the internet protocol, we have TCP, IP. So what are the main two things we have to follow? We have to follow TCP, then we have to follow IP, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
So what should be there? Each of the devices should have what?
MAC
One
address.
IP address.
One
Everything should have their own protocols, sir, that they interact with each
Okay.
other
So
with.
now think about your that sensor bulb. Should like, does it have any IP address?
Oh no, sir.
Sir, it
No,
can it have MAC address?
No, because
It
MAC
cannot,
address
sir.
is Wi-Fi appliance have the MAC address. Okay, so if it does not have the Wi-Fi, it does not have the MAC address. It does not have the because the MAC address and other things we'll discuss in the next class. But this is the case. Because I give the seat for your thought, because whatever I said that in the next semester I'll discuss all the things in detail, but I'm just giving you something that the main difference is that IP. So in the whole world, at the very beginning, I start with this, that in the internet of human being, each of the human being can be recognized. I said that Sakib talk or Ashraf talks, then and then I can see Sakib and Ashraf. Okay. So because they can be recognized individually. Okay. So if you think about the Internet of Things, each of the things must be recognized individually. This is the main difference. That means each of the things should have one IP address. Otherwise, it cannot be belongs to internet. So this is the case that in my home, in this room, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 light. Okay, let me put on some of the lights because I forgot. So 6 light, 1 fan, 1 AC was there, but the AC was not working. So each of the light should be recognized that Habib sir, room number 4, light number 3. Okay, IP address something like that. Habib dot room like a 4 dot light maybe L dot 4. Something like that. So from the whole world, this should be unique IP. This is actually the main definition or first definition to distinguish. Otherwise, if you go to the market, they will say that Internet of Things, please buy this light, your father will buy that one. No, I am belongs to the modern world. No, something is there. Okay, all the Xiaomi's are not Internet of Things, all the Samsung are not Internet of Things, but you have to believe that whatever devices are belongs to Xiaomi home or Samsung home or Huawei home, those are actually related with the Internet of Things, so that from the device you can recognize and each of them, because in your home you may have 10 Xiaomi light, each of the Xiaomi light recognize. This is actually the main the shortcut definition of Internet of Things, and I'll ask you to write down what is internet. This should be number 1. Okay, this is feedback number 1. So sorry, this is feedback, not feedback, because I want to. This is feedback number 1. Okay, so what? Sorry, because write down the. Sorry, I just maybe this is feedback number 10 is copy paste. So write down what is Internet of Things. Okay, so from the number 3 and number 4, okay, write down what is, I said like that here. So write down what is Internet of Things. I'll tell you. Okay, so forget about the feedback, just write down on your notebook. Afterwards you can write within 7 o'clock. Be with me first. Okay, no need to go for the feedback first. Okay, try to understand that the Internet of Things is not human internet. So Internet of Things is a system of interrelated computing devices. Okay, not only this kind of mobile phone, your Arduino, your Raspberry Pi can be. Okay, so interrelated computing devices, mechanical and digital machines. Okay, so your weightlifting machine or your cash machine. Okay, anything. Okay, mechanical or digital machine. Okay, then object, any object, you just put that one object, that thermometer is one object. What the object is doing is a agent. It will measure the temperature and give you the feedback. This is the temperature. Okay, or animal or people that are provided with unique IP. So these people I put, or animal I put, because this is also belongs to internet, but these things actually not within the things. But what happened by my device now, my mobile phone actually me, otherwise I have to have a digital identification. Okay, so now Habib is also belongs to Internet of Things, because I have one digital identification through my mobile phone IP address. But you know, there are even during my I'll show in my next semester things, or those who are with my YouTube, there is one video maybe in 2012 or 10. I have uploaded those things during my Japan. There are I was in the research group. So over there we are talking about how to recognize the human being. So there were some doctors. So we have also developed some skin-like chip. So they inject all the things so that we can recognize, yes, your IP is this one. Okay, so if you can recognize, you can recognize that a Habib is here. Okay, so now if I enter the room, the AC and lights, they know that the mobile is recognized, this is Habib and other things. So because of that, I just put in like people over here within the things, because the mobile phone is the things. Okay, so they must have unique identification. This is actually the main definition. Okay, and the ability to transfer data. This is only one sentence, but I break out the sentence. This is only one sentence. Okay, but I break out the sentence like that way. And ability to transfer data over a network without requiring human to human or human to computer interaction. This is the case. That means the device can talk each other. Okay, so this is actually the main fact that we need Internet of Things. So is it clear, Saqib or Ashraf or Mahdi?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Very
so
Yes, sir.
so please ask yourself, because in the second slide it will be more clear. Okay, so over there I want to talk about two IP. So one IP is IP version 4, and one time I talk about IP version 4, and that time I say that how many IP addresses can be there in IP version 4? Can anyone say? How many IP addresses? Total IP addresses?
Or 4.
So 255 into 255 into 250.
Okay, so how many?
256 into 256 into 250. 256 to the power 4.
How many? Okay, total 2.22 billion.
4.
Sorry, কিছু দেখা যায় না.
4.2 into 10 to the power 9, sir.
Okay, so
4.2 billion, sir. 4.2 billion.
So how many? That means 4.2 billion means 400 crore. Okay, 400 crore means in the whole world, how many human beings are now there present? Around 7 billion or 7?
Over 7 million.
So over 7 billion. So can you imagine that if you only take the IPv4, version 4. The internet was started during that time in 80s or 90s with IPv4, and they actually don't know that Steve Jobs or Apple will create this kind of smart devices. They thought that the computer will be in the home, and that means each of the family member will have one computer, and in the whole world the 7 millions are there, so maybe half of the people will use IP. So if you have 4 million IP addresses is enough for all the peoples. But can you imagine now everyone may have 2 or 3 mobile phone, and my laptop, my desktop is also there. Okay, so everyone have like 3 or 4 devices. So human being is not, that IPv4 is not well enough to support. Okay, so in the next routing protocol, I'll also ask you to write down the short note of IPv4 and IPv6. In the IPv6, this is very fantastic. In the IPv6, there are, I don't know what to write. So there are six like step. Previously it was 4 step. IPv4 4 step. Now we have 6 step, and we have to multiply all the 6 step. And the number is, previously it was 8-bit. Now it is 16-bit. So hexadecimal numbers are also there. Okay, so 16-bit is there. So hexadecimal numbers are there. So if you multiply all the 16-bit numbers, so it says that it will be like a zettabyte or something, like huge number. Can anyone check in the internet the how many numbers? Okay, so in the IPv6 it will be huge because we have to accommodate all the devices. So because of that, the new IPv4 that in our router we have IPv4, but also we have IPv6 as well. Okay, so if you want to connect the devices, IP addresses will not be allowed within that 4.5 million. So we need more means what? Just think, in this room I have 10 devices, so all the 10 devices should have IP address. So in my another room, maybe I count that I am in my office, in my car, in my home, these things every day I just visited. So I am connected with around 50 devices. So only Habib is connected with 50 devices. I am one of 7 million people. So how many IP addresses should we need to make an Internet of Things? You can easily count down that one. Okay, so this is actually IPv6 things. Okay, so I believe that you understand, but I'll give you another task for the short note. That time you just check the internet and write down all the things by yourself. I believe that you understood the IPv6 and IPv4. Is it clear, everyone?
Yes, sir. Clear.
Okay, so next one, please read with, I just read with you, and I ask you to write down what is Internet of Things. Just I'll read from top to bottom, you can get the answer. Okay, previously I said that it should be any interconnected devices, object machines, those who have unique identifier, and those who have the ability to transfer data without requiring human to human or human to computer interaction. So how they will do? Okay, so internet is like a digital fabric woven by, because we are calling about net. So net is like a fish net. Okay, fishing net, fish, not fish, fishing net, like the digital fabric. Okay, so the internet is known for the connecting people, but there are new internet emerging which connect things: smartphone, smartwatch, smart car, light, fans, etc. Okay, hence we name this one as Internet of Things. So things plus sense and communicate. So why we need sensor? Because in the next semester we'll discuss about the sensor. The why we need sensor. Let's just think that if I want to know that whether there is still the sun is there or not, I have to go outside. If there is rain or not, to check that one, I have to go outside. If there is a dark or light, I have to go outside. If there is storm or not, I have to go outside. So just think that to check the environment outside of my room, I have to go outside. So I need another human agent. I will give him some pay or salary that go there, please sit there as a security officer. And if there is rain, please call me. If there is sunset, please call me. If the storm, please call me. Okay. So what happened that for human being, I need my sensor. My sensor means my eye, ear, mouth, other sensors are there, or I will touch the rain to sense whether there is rain or not. Okay, so to replace my sensor or to replace that people, actually we make the agent digital agent. Okay, so we'll put some water sensor to check the water, we put some light sensor to check the light, we'll put some motion sensor to check the human being, and I'll say that okay, in my dashboard, please whenever you find someone, please miss call me. Miss call means beep sound or other things. So things, actually most of the cases, people, they want to work everything, because if I want to go move and something, because to get the data, I don't have to go. I have my brain. I want to utilize my brain more than that. Okay, so because of that, we are developing many sensing devices so that people can work for their brain more on the office. Okay, something like that. Okay, so the things are taken, are added, the ability to sense, to control, to touch, to see, to communicate, and then given the opportunity to interact and collaborate with other things. So this is actually the start from things, end with things. That means the device can talk each other. So IoT devices share the sensor data, sense data they collected by connecting to an IoT gateway. So we are talking about IoT gateway. You know the gateway. So in the IoT gateway, we'll give the IP addresses. Without your ID card, you cannot enter IoT. Okay. So without the IP addresses, IoT gateway will not allow you. Okay. So IoT gateway is nothing but the edge network. In our IoT gate is the last edge from where you will, like, if you enter it, you will be within the IoT. If you just go out, you will be outside of the IoT. So this is the edging point. Okay. So edge devices where the data is either sent to the cloud. I'll discuss about the cloud in the next semester, because this semester it will be over your head. Okay. So I'll discuss about the cloud to analyze or analyze locally. Okay. So just think about the analyze locally. The things do most of the work without human interaction. This is the case. Although people can interact with the device to set them up, give them the instruction, other things. I believe the definition, because this is 2 sentences, I break out all the things to give you the things. So the whatever definition you get, without writing, like copy pasting things, whatever definition you get, please write down that one, so that if anyone from now on ask you what is Internet of Things, you can, from your heart, you can define. So it's not the bookish things you have to define. Just know that we need unique identification so that the device can know, because my mobile now can communicate all the 5 lights. So my mobile can know what and which lights is it. Okay, so something like that. I believe that it is little bit clear, and make it clear, otherwise ask me question, because this is very interesting things, and the new world is this. So if you want to make power station, that should be IoT. So otherwise the power engineer should visit Ghorashal power station each and every day. If you want to make a nuclear power station, that must be IoT. Otherwise, the power station engineer like you, who will be in the power engineer, you have to visit Rupur every day. There are dangerous, maybe, like you have to move. If you want to be a medical officer, okay, like biomedical engineer, the device must be IoT, so that the ICU people can send all the patient from the ICU bed can send all the data to the cloud so that doctor and nurse can detect everything without going to the ICU because the corona is there. If you want to be the engineer for bank, every day banking is going on, corona is going on, every transaction is there. So that transaction must be in IoT, so Bcash and other things. Otherwise, you have to go to the office and fix. So what things you will choose? Definitely you'll choose that I'll be anywhere. I will not say that you will do all the things from home office. You can be anywhere and control your own electrical devices. So for new future, for new domain, all the devices must be in Internet of Things. And the pandemic, all because you know that there is a definition, there is a quiz, something like that. Who teaches Internet of Things? Okay, one question is there. The CEO of one company, the CTO, the chief technical officer of a company, or coronavirus? Everybody said the coronavirus because of the coronavirus, everybody is now in the home. Everybody is willing to learn by themselves Internet of Things. No other CEO, no other CTO can say that, please read. So this is the coronavirus without a question mark. Okay, so something like that. This is the coronavirus taught us what is Internet of Things, and because of that, everybody we can easily go. Okay, so these things actually I'll discuss in the next semester as well, but I can show you that what are the things. This is very small for me. So IoT devices like sensor, antenna, microcontroller. Then we have the IoT hub or gateway. Then we have sorry, so my head is there. So user interface, there should be user interface, then human to machine interaction, then analytics. Okay, so there should be some ERP applications, so we can have the big data analysis, machine learning, and AI. Then we have back end system. So last one is back end system. Okay, so this is back end system. Okay, so that is back end system. I believe that this is totally the simple definition you understood. Okay, so that I can move forward. Okay, so I believe another questions are there that is not that much important, but somebody want to ask me question, please ask me so that I can take the water. So I'll finish within 5 minutes with the another things, but ask me question if you have. Somebody have any question? So write down in the feedback, please write down the definition of the Internet of Things and be it in your heart. Okay, put it in your heart. Okay, so next one, sorry. Next one is the same kind of definition. Benefits are there. So from the slide and other things, you can do all the things. So IoT application is within the smart car, wearables, like smart application, smart building, smart home, smart TV, smart farming, smart health, smart city, whatever. So anywhere there is electron, now all the electrons should have one IP address. Okay, one electron should have one IP address. This is the case, and IPv6 is giving that opportunity. Okay, so all the electrons should have that one. In your home light, there is nothing, no IP addresses there. Okay, in your traditional automation, no IP addresses are there. So my remote control can control the AC. Networks are there. Okay, but these things, my remote and the AC is not Internet of Things. So this is an automation. I don't have to move and switch on, or in my television, I don't have to move and change the channel. Okay, so automations are there, remote and other things from the like 20 years we have using these things, but these automations are not Internet of Things. But if your television, my television, because you know that nowadays we call this one as smart television. So smart television, my television has one IP address, so it can communicate to the YouTube and get the data that way. So get the data with Netflix know that your device is connected, and it says that within subscription, 5 devices can be connected. That means it can recognize the devices. Okay, so this is the case. This is the case. The electrical engineers just think you cannot build any device without Internet of Things, because the public demand is that you can control. So just think, as an electrical engineer in your home, all the appliances without brand are all the appliances with smart. What things you will choose with the same price? Definitely you'll choose that one. Okay, so I told you that in my house I put so many things within the Bluetooth and other things. I am happy. I am gadget enthusiast, so I have so many gadgets with Wi-Fi connected and other things. Okay, even I have this kind of cameras, though I put it off. So in the next semester I talked about cloud computing and other things. Okay, so in the figure that they had said that okay, let me these things I'll discuss in the next slide as well, that in 2020 50 billion objects to be connected to like it is estimated that 7.6 billion people will have on average 6 objects. That means multiply this two will give you around 50 billion objects. So can you imagine? So they guess that each of the person will be connected with at least 6 objects in 2020. In 2021, it's going to around 20 devices. Okay, 20 objects. So we call this one as object. Okay, this is another definition. So write down this definition. Okay, so this will be like, what is Internet of Things? So from the computing perspective, anytime, any context. From the content perspective, anyone, anybody. Okay. From the service perspective, any service, any business. Okay. From the collection. Okay. From the network communication perspective, any path, any network. From the connectivity perspective, any place, anywhere. From the conversion, okay, devices, any devices, money, anything, any devices. Because most of the cases, if I in front of the television, actually I don't watch the YouTube in my mobile phone. Then and then I make the casting. Okay, so the mobile phone video is now shown in the YouTube, is shown in my television. Okay, so we'll not think about any devices. So Internet of Things means anytime, any place, with anything, anyone, any network, any path, anywhere, any service, any, okay, any agent, any brother, any sister, anything, okay, anywhere is Internet of Things. So define, so how many any, this is my second question, and if you just write, you can easily finish these things. I believe that you don't have any question here. I'll show another 3 graphics or images to, sorry. The Zoom layout was changed. All right. Okay, so no question. Okay, thank you. No question. Then I'll show some figure. These figures are very interesting. Please go with me. It will be very fantastic. Those who just like gadget, like electrons, like electrical devices, like me. Okay, so I like this slide very much. So you'll be very amazed. Okay, so I didn't put the year. In the next slide, I'll put the year. Okay, up to 2000, maybe I put the year something. Okay, so after this 3 slide, I'll show. Here I didn't put the year, but just go with me. One thing, it's very small. Okay, so go with me. I'll put, sorry, because it's very small in my computer. Okay, so previous internet was human team, like pre-internet. Okay, not previous internet. Pre-internet was human to human internet. Okay, human to human communication. That means landline phone was there, fixed on mobile, so we can communicate all the human being, only the human being. Okay, by phone, by telephone, by mobile. The previous year mobile phones are there. I have a mobile phone in 2000. I was third year student in 2001, and I have Nokia 3310. And I had one prepaid number. My father was Grameen phone distributor, and he managed some number because with these days at third year student I couldn't get. And during that time I was the king. 3310. You can search Nokia 3310. That is the king mobile phone. Okay, very cute. And that time I was like a king. Okay, so B internet was this. Okay, so afterwards we have smart network. With the smart network we have www. So we connect the internet. So in the mobile phone we'll have, after 2003-4 we have some Raspberry, BlackBerry. Then in Nokia 9920, something like that. Those phones, also HTC phones are there. I have HTC, BlackBerry. So those phones also have this kind of internet. Okay, so www. So over there we can have email, information, entertainment. Then we have smart IT platform and services. So just remember, internet services are there. So services means what? Amazon, then AliExpress, Alibaba, like Daraz, eBay. Okay, those kind of e-productivity came, and Web 2.0 came. Okay, Web 2.0 I'll discuss in the next semester. Okay, just know that Web 2.0s are there, but nowadays Web Ajans are there. Okay, Web 2.3 or 4 are there. Okay, so these things, let me finish these things. Okay, so afterwards we have the smartphone and application. So we have the social media things. So internet of people. Afterwards we have machine to machine learning. So this is internet of things. Okay, so we can think that identification, tracking, monitoring, all the things are things. Okay, so there will be last slide, because these things maybe I'll discuss in the next class and other things. So the asans are there. I believe that you understood all the things. Sorry, I was a little bit late because of that sad news, and I believe that you understood today's class and you don't have any other things. Okay, so in the next class we'll discuss about the solution and other things. Also discuss about the book chapters, whatever, because I am creating some of the slide for small book chapter things. Okay, so not all the 1,000 pages, rather than some slides to summarize all the book chapters. So this is the case. I believe you don't have any kind of question. Should I
Sir, what will be the second
No, sir.
feedback?
sorry
The second question of the feedback, sir.
Second question of the feedback: anytime, any place, anything, any idea, any place, any network. Okay, what is Internet of Things? What does allow? Just write so many, how many any's are there. Okay, write all the any's. Any place, okay. So I am